Hello, you guys. Welcome to the very late August bullet journal setup video. It took me a long time. I had exams in the first week and I did not have time to pre-make this. So I made it after my exam week. But yeah, here we are. It took me some time to edit as well. But I wanted to do this, I could have just been like, oh, whatever, let's forget it. But no, I made the effort and I made the bullet journal because I needed it. I needed a proper planner in front of me to plan my life. So yeah, and I recorded it. So I had to edit it and I had to put it up here. So here you guys are. August is my favorite month of the year. It is my birth month. That's probably why. And I really wanted to make this month beautiful, pretty, something that calls out to me. Like, I love all the other themes I've done before, but this had to resemble me in some way. So of course, I was like, this has to be purple, have to have some shades of purple in here. And when I was thinking it all through, I actually ended up making it all purple. So get ready, you guys, get ready. But yeah, I also decided to change up the look a little bit. So it's not going to be like my usual monthly layout or even the weekly one. I just decided to change stuff out, because of reasons. And I did mess up. There you go. I'm like, oh my God, I pre-planned this. It's so good. But no, I still messed it up. But it's okay. Because it doesn't matter, it's all right. Stuff happens. We're not going to cry about it anymore. But yeah, so my theme is like paper-like. I love paper, so I love stationery journals, note-taking, physical note-taking, everything like that. So I decided to do a paper theme, and then I also decided to add my birds in there because, I love my birds. So yeah, I was like that I'm a bird person, I'm known to be a bird person, so I had to add those in here. I didn't go crazy by putting all of the stuff I like or whatever, that would be too much. Again, this is my planner. I don't overdo my planners. I keep it functional. I do like to add a couple of decorations, but that's about it. So yeah, here we are. You can see some of the changes, hopefully, from the previous months. But yeah, I am drawing my little cockatiels on the right hand side. I have two cockatiels, Limu and Lulu, and I have a parakeet. Yeah, like the Australian parrots, a blue one. He's called Max because I found him and got him from Office Max. But yeah, I also obviously had to add my Coco in there. So I have him here. I didn't go crazy with like illustrations and stuff because, again, I just want to keep it all functional. But yeah, here I am writing out August. But yeah, clouds, yes. Obviously, I had to add clouds in there because I love clouds, even though clouds have appeared in previously, I think, 2 of my monthly themes, or 3. Like, clouds are just like a constant, like, yeah. Clouds are like a constant little piece of accent that's always here and there in my, planner. So it's not like a full theme on its own. I think actually it was a full theme on its own in February, but besides that, like, clouds come and go, they're always there. So they had to be in here, obviously. So yeah. Also, another thing I changed up this month is instead of using a fine liner, I am using a Tombow Furinosuke pen. So it's a bit thicker because I wanted it to have that brush look. So it has like different definitions. So there's some, thin strokes, there's some thicker ones. And yeah, initially I was actually going to go and all of the doodles and stuff I make in there, I wanted it to look like a sketch, like I'm just like someone sketching in their notebook, you know, during class. But I don't know. Then I also had this other look, the broken line look in mind, so I just ended up doing that. But yeah, I love drawing African gray parrots. Like, it's so easy, you know. And I've drawn him like before in my like full yearly setup too, so that part was pretty quick and easy. But yeah. So I think if you have watched the video and if I haven't distracted you, you probably would have noticed that I made 2 mistakes in the calendar, but I fixed them. And now you can barely tell. Well, one of them you can barely tell there was a mistake, you know? So yeah, I tried covering it up with like a white gel pen. That did not work. Either my white gel pens just don't work and I need to get new ones, or people lie when they use them. So I don't know. But yes, I didn't like the coloring of my cockatiels, like leaving that huge white, because my beautiful yellow marker like dried up on me, and I wasn't about to get up and go get a new one, which I normally do that. But this time I was like, you know what, nah, I ain't doing that. So I didn't do that. And here we have some ugly colored cockatiels. But that's life, you know. It be what it be. You just gotta live with it. Like, it's all good. It's all good. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, they look so pretty. What are you talking about? So, you know. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's aight. It's all good. How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing good? I feel like I should be quiet for a little bit now, but then again, why? That is a voiceover, you know. I'm here to deliver my voice to you over my video. So what's the problem? But yeah, I went ahead and I made some more like note section at the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be using all of them, but it just felt like a waste if I just added some like drawings in there, like doodles or something, you know. So I'm like, you know what, let me make a note page or note section. I will probably use it. By the way, you see that cloud edge? That's also a newer thing. I'm still doing waterfall tabs, but this time I decided, instead of making it straight like the last month, that I do clouds. Because, you know, our theme is clouds, so yeah. You guys will see. You'll see later on. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I really liked how this whole layout turned out. Like, halfway through, like, I had to stop and, like, go to some dinners and stuff. And I just kept looking at that page. I'm like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. How did I create it so nicely? It just looked so good. You know, with the paper theme and purple and my birds and everything. Oh my god. Anyways, let's not cry. Let's move on to the weekly section. Does it look the same? It might look similar to before, but is it actually the same? We shall find out. Yeah, I think last month I had a little bit of an issue with properly spacing out my weekly section, because it was going to be waterfall tabs, and then I added an extra piece of paper with the actual like daily hours on it to fit. But yeah, this time I thought it out through and we fixed that problem. So I'm so proud of that. Good job, Miriam. Good job. Which again, I added in like the paper look here as well, like in my task section. which, yes, I don't know if you guys even have this concern when looking at my setups, but the note section looks very thin. Like, if I had probably seen that, I'd be like, bro, what are you even writing in there, you know? But it works out fine. That's just the amount of space I get to have. And it's been working fine because, like, I can add, like, one task on, like, maybe 2 lines or 3 lines and it's fine, you know? So, yeah, there's that. So you can see, like, I'm actually adding the hours in the proper section of the page. Like, I'm not needing to add in an extra piece of paper. If you guys don't know what I mean, go and watch my July bullet journal setup and things will get clearer. Yeah, for some reason, the lines didn't come as I was expecting them to. I was like, yeah, I'm going to make it thin and broad and this and that. It's going to look so cool. They just looked really thick to me. And initially, I didn't like it. I'm like, what the heck? You know, like, what is this? But then I was like, it's okay. We're just going to work with it. Like, it doesn't look horrible, you know, so we can work with it. So, yeah, it was all good. So because I started my planner late this month, I actually started from the 10th. So I didn't even bother to put in the past week that I had already, you know, not like planned all the way through. So I just didn't even bother to even include it in here, because that would not be helping in the productivity. So yeah, man, the one thing I realized while making this is, okay, I'm making the August one now, like halfway through the month, and then I'm gonna have to make the September one in like a week or so. I was like, oh no, but it's all good. It's fine. I can post that one late too. No. But yeah, so one thing I really, really liked is this graph paper that I'm making. Like, it changed the whole look, you know, and I love it. Like, I love graph paper. I love the dotted graph, and I love the graph. So I was really happy with the way that it turned out. Yes, I'm not screaming like I was before. But I'm sure y'all appreciate it, you know. Oh yeah, and for my little accents for the dates, I added little birbs, my little birdies, because I love them. I did these in January and I loved it then. But I never repeated it. But I was like, we're doing birds. We've got to add them in there, you know. So yeah. Are you guys drinking enough water these days? I'm drinking a lot of water. Like, it's hot. So I need a lot of cold water, even though cold water is not good for you. But it just tastes so good sometimes, you know, especially when you're hot and you're sweating and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so hot. I need water. So yeah, ice water. Don't do it though, okay? Y'all should drink warm water. Warm water. I need to stop. Oh God. Okay, we are actually on our next section, which is my Islam section. So here I am making the Salah tracker. I decided to put it in a piece of paper as well. So there's that. What the heck is wrong with me? I don't know. I am very thirsty right now, by the way. I could do with some ice cold water. So, typically I have my Salah tracker, and then I have some habit trackers just on the page. Again, going with the theme, I decided to put them in like a little sticky note kind of thing, like a memo note look. So that's what I'm doing, and obviously I had to add in some clouds here and there. But yeah, in the past, I've been actually doing a lot of different habits that I've been tracking. So this month I was like, let's just slow it down a little bit, you know. This month was supposed to be like my vacation, I guess. Okay, that's Max. Max is tiny, but Max is very loud. So yeah. This is the month I was supposed to like slow down, you know. I don't have school right now or like college or whatever. I don't have anything, so I'm just like, let me relax. But that doesn't last that long, so yeah. Max is like, she's not gonna talk, let me talk. And Limo as well. Alright, so we move on to the left-hand side. I do have my Quran recitation log here. And I typically do... Okay, I love this paper look. I don't know why. Like, I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute. I love it. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah. So typically I have like the Quran recitation log. I also have like a relationship tracker. I have some stuff that I'm memorizing on there. But again, this month we're going a bit slow. So I only have my trackers, my Quran recitation log, my Salah. I have my Surah Kaf one on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to make some note section, which I can use for whatever I want. If you guys can even hear me over my birds. But yeah. So I'm just going to have 2 different sections, and then I'll decide what to do with them a bit later. I might just have like a little reminder on there. And one I will obviously use for a relationship tracker, you know. You can see little Coco peeping out from the side. Like, what are you going to use that for? It's super thin, Mariam. Like, what are you doing, fam? But fear not, I will use it for something. Definitely. And you know, we can't end this without adding a little bit of sparkles on there. And then we come to my final spread of this setup. My brain dump, my notes, my list, my write down whatever you need to get out of your head page. That's where we are. So I'm going to add a bunch of different paper, sticky notes, memo pads for, you know, me to brain dump basically. And that's going to be about it. Then I have some decoration clouds and, you know, my burb. So let me know, do you guys like birds? Are you bird haters out there watching my video? I mean, you can. Why not? You know, that's completely fine. Or are you guys out here supporting my burbs? Is that why you're here? I'm gonna be quiet now. I don't know what to say anymore, bro. I have nothing else to say. Except, you know, I hope you guys like this layout. I hope you guys like the theme. Maybe just the color theme. You know, let me know how it looks to you. I really like it. I like the hand-drawn paper look. I like the colors. Purple is, you know, it's a very, very elegant and then also soothing and calming color. It's my favorite color, by the way, if you haven't noticed. But yeah. So I was just I love this month's layout. It's like so pretty that I don't even want to use it, but I want to use it. So it's actually helping me not be like lazy, where I'm actively picking up my bullet journal, writing in it, even if there's nothing important, but I'm still taking stuff off. I'm still writing down what I'm doing in that day, in those hours, just because, you know, I spent time on this, and you know, it's going to help me be productive, and it is helping me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Here is my full layout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.